I am testing out live streaming in this format to see how it works. I've been live streaming over on Instagram for a while, and I like using my phone and using this vertical format. So I would love to hear if you enjoy this type of live streaming. Today I'm working on a project, and I thought that I would show you some of this process. Because I have been talking about it a little bit lately on my channel and showing off some of the things. So this is a Deckle edge. It's a little bit hard to see. I'm going to change the camera in a minute and show you more, but you can kind of see it's like this bumpy, soft edge here. And if you notice, the pages are huge. So I am working on another really big book. I will link a video where I made one of these books before, and the client has come back and asked for another one. So my pages are 13 inches high and 10.5 inches wide. So what I have to do, these are some that I worked on yesterday. I have a little stack of them here. And then I have some other pages cut that I thought I would show you how I actually go about deckling it. It's a very, very simple procedure to do, and you really only just need a metal ruler. But I thought there's a couple little tips that I wanted to share on doing it, and so I thought I would show you all that. So I'm going to switch the camera over to my workbench top-down view. So if you just hold on for 1 second, I will figure that out. And I also have to figure out how to flip. Oh, I see how to flip the camera. All right, hold on for 1 second. It's going to be bumpy. Okay. Let's flip the camera around. All right, and we will just get everything adjusted so you can see what we're doing here. So this is my big piece of paper here. This one is 13 inches tall, and it is 24 inches wide because that's the paper I was working with. Let's see if I can get this out of the, we're picking up, this is all the tripod here. Let's see if we can get that out of the way a little bit better. So I have my piece of paper here. I'm using watercolor paper, and it's a little bit hard to see on camera, but there's like a tooth to it on one side, and then the other side is more smooth. So I always consider the smooth side kind of as the back side. And when I am doing a deckle edge, I like to have the back side facing up, and I'll show you why in just a second. So I'm going to be lining this up on my grid here, so I can use my gridded lines to measure it out. Like I said, this sheet is actually quite a bit bigger than what I need for my finished dimensions, so I'm going to be pulling 1.5 inches off of each side. A lot of times what I do is I only use a 1/2 inch. That's about the smallest that you need to be able to grip the paper and pull. But I didn't want to cut this sheet down by 1 inch and then have to pull it again. I just kind of will pull a bigger piece. Okay, so I've got my paper with the back side facing up. Again, if you're using just different kinds of paper, whatever is kind of your back side for the paper is a good option to have up. And then I'm using a metal ruler, and this one's cork backed, but it doesn't really matter. I like putting the top side up to onto the paper, and it gives you a little bit cleaner edge because it's putting that metal right against there. So I'm lining mine up, so I have 1.5 inches of paper here that I'm going to pull off, and then I'm just holding with this one hand, and often I have to readjust, and then I just get it pulled. Okay. And then you can see we've got the raw edge here. And let's bring this up a little bit closer so you can see. Can you see how there's kind of a straight edge there, and then there's a softness to it? That is what I was talking about, is that it's a little bit of a mark that shows that you did it, you tore it on this side, but then if you look at the other side, you just have it nice and smooth here, and then you have that pretty deckle edge. So that's one side, and then on the same sheet of paper, I just flip it around and get it lined back up here on my grid, and then do the exact same thing. Again, just line up my ruler with the lines. And there you go. So that is how you do a deckle edge. Now this is technically a faux deckle edge because the deckling process usually actually takes place in the paper making process. This is machine made paper, so it is it has sharp edges, straight edges. So you have to do this process of making a deckle edge kind of as an afterthought. So I've got my page folded, and then I only have 19 more to go. So I will be working on this for a little while, but I wanted to show you all that process. So it's a nice little soft edge. It can be really helpful when you are you just want to have a nice softer detail to your book, but it does take a while because I tear every single page by hand. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I will definitely link to the video where I've made one of these larger books before, so you can see kind of the finished product afterwards. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, like the video, and I will be back another time for more live streaming. Bye.